Hi there, this is Kelly Leahy. I'm the technology coach at Collins. And in this video, we are going to use Eduphoria Aware to create a new campus assessment so that teachers on our campus can use this for testing for their students. So let's get started. We are in Eduphoria. I clicked on Aware, and now my screen looks like this. I'm going to tap or click on Assessments on the tab on the left. And then towards the bottom, there's a column that says Assessment Options, and I'm going to choose Create a New Blank Test. If at any time you don't see the options that I have, it's because you don't have the right permissions in Eduphoria to see that. So that would be a discussion with your campus administration to get that access. So next I'm going to click on Create Standard Assessment. And now comes to something very important. It's the title. And the title is important because at the district level, if you do not title your tests or your assessments correctly, you are at risk of having them deleted at the end of the year when the district goes through and cleans out Eduphoria. So you want the school name, and then you want the year, which is in this case 2021. Then you want the grade level, so in this case it's 6th, and then the subject, which in this case is social studies, and then the topic, which in this case is subject is social studies, and you're going to go through and use these drop downs. This is not a district benchmark. It is not a teacher test. It is a campus assessment. And again, if you do not see that choice when you try to choose a test type, then you do not have the right permissions, and you need to talk to your campus administration to see how you can get added to be able to create a campus assessment. You want campus assessments instead of teacher tests because campus assessments allows everyone to see the data that's collected when the students take the test. If you make a teacher test, then only the teacher gets to see that data. Alrighty, add a course. We're choosing intermediate, 6th grade, social studies. And it's already at Collins. This we can let go for right now. And then we go ahead and look once more, and then go ahead and choose Generate Test. It's at the bottom. And now you're ready to put your test questions in. The first type of question, when you click on the Add New Item circle, I'm choosing Add Item, and I'm going to go ahead and use the default, which is Selected Response. I enter my question here. There's a bunch of tools here I could use, including adding pictures if I have screenshots or images that I want, or tables that need to be inserted. And then I go ahead and I scroll down and I choose I put my answer choices in. I click on Add Response to add the next one, and then add response until I'm finished. And for this particular answer, it's actually choice B, so I'm going to make sure that I've clicked in the dial to indicate for the system that it should be choice B, and I click on Create. So that's how I have the first answer type, which is called Selected Response. Another typical question type is the numerical question. So we click on the plus sign to add a new item, choose Add Item. Instead of choosing Selected Response, which is our default, we choose Numerical Response. This is really great for science and math. I can change where the decimal point should be. I can change how many digits before and after the decimal point. I can even check a box that will allow negative values so that students that are taking a math test that are using or a science test that typically use positive and negative numbers, you can check that box so that students can submit positive or negative numbers as an answer choice. So then I would put my question in, and for those people who are not used to the sigma symbol, this right over here is the button that allows you to put in math symbols. So for instance, if I have a fraction, I can put my fraction in. I want to stay in, I don't know if you notice, I want to stay within that grayish box because that's going to help with the oral administration of the test. And then I put my answer choice in. If it says it must include one decimal, I can put 0.0, click on create, and now I have a numerical response. So those are the basics. So one more thought on adding content to your test, and that is for ELA teachers when you typically have the students read a selection or read some poetry. So to get that in there in your test, you're going to either have to take a screenshot of it on your computer, or you're going to have to go to the copy machine and scan it and email it to yourself so that you have a digital copy. And it really should be like a JPEG. It should not be a PDF. Then I'm going to choose add an item, and I would do this before I start my test questions. Instead of selected response, I'm going to choose resource, and then I'm just going to type the name of the selection that the students should read. I'm going to delete that because I'm not going to hand type it. I'm taking a picture. So you're going to go here to insert file, then I choose file. And then I'm going to go to my demo right there, which is a JPEG. And then I click on Insert File. And now the story gets inserted, which is great. So I click on Create. And now I can link my questions to this story. So if I'm an ELA teacher, I do this first, and then I add my questions to that particular story, and it'll all stay together.